Hey folks, how's it going? So, today's video, what is it all about? Well, basically what it is that I had already done a painting. My hands. I had already done a painting and I didn't really like it, so I covered it. Then I started to sand it, and then I realized that the picture was coming through, so I kind of kept sanding, and then all of a sudden it was kind of like, ooh, this is kind of interesting. So I went somewhere with it, right? And I think I really liked what I did. It turned out kind of fun in the end. So if you don't mind sitting back and watching the old video there, do the old thumbs up, give me the like, I would love that. And also hit the subscribe button. Oh, yes, 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 yes. All right, so let's sit back and watch the video, okay, guys? All right. All right, guys, I have this picture right here. Now, I had done this before. I videotaped it, and I just didn't like the way it turned out. So it was just kind of blah. And then I painted over top of it, and then I was sanding it down, and the picture started coming through. So I really kept going hard with the sand, and I kind of liked the overall look. So I thought to myself, well, maybe if I could just enhance this a little bit more, would be fun. I like the picture and I'm just not sure exactly how much I can, enhance it. But I'm going to play around with it, and then what it might be is add paint, sand, see what happens with it. I don't know, but I'm just going to give it a try. So we'll see what happens with it, okay? Alright guys, I've added some paints onto it. I don't really want to go too much more because I just don't want to overkill the situation. But what I'm doing is I'm just adding enough paint here and there, right? Just to see what will happen. And then kind of the sanding will actually make a difference as to what's going to actually happen with the painting. But it's kind of fun just simply because, I wasn't pleased with the original piece. And so I thought, what am I going to do with this? And then when I was sanding it, I thought, well, I'll just cover it and I'll just use another painting. But I think this is going to be a bit of fun. So I'm just going to let that become more solid and then see where it goes from there. I could even see myself, actually, after it was all done, doing it again and then putting that clear stuff that levels and then trying it again and then you sand it again and see if that could give a real beautiful three-dimensional feel to it. So I'm not sure yet. We'll play around with that idea. But as I say right now, I'm just going to let this dry. And then once it's dry, I'm just going to give it a nice sanding again and see where it comes. Because it really kind of pulls all these little pieces out. And I kind of love it. I like it. It's a bit of fun. I think maybe I'll have to add a bit of a highlight there, right there in the eye. I'll just add that. And oops, maybe a bit too much. But when we sand it, we'll see what happens. And see if that actually creates something. And yeah, I like it. Maybe just a little another scoop right here. Just for fun. Little highlight, yes. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so we'll see what happens. So guys, I have sanded this down and it hasn't really changed a lot. So I'm going to have to play around with some other ideas here and see where it goes. But I'm going to keep pushing at it and see what happens. Because I do kind of like the idea of it. All right, there we are. Alright guys, I went a little crazy here, and what I did was I grabbed some Liquitex Professional Heavy Gloss Gel. Unfortunately, I'm literally at the end of it, so I thought, well, you know what, I'm just going to spread it right on top and see what happens. I love to experiment all the time, so I, where it's streaky, I kind of left it that way, and then where the skin's smooth, I left it that way, and then what I'm going to do is I will sand it again after it's all nice and hard and dry and see where that takes us. Okay, so having a little bit of fun experimenting. All right guys, so I've sanded it down. It's nice and smooth. You can see all the different colors coming through. Really like that. Not so much on the face, so I'm going to see what I can do there, but all the colors back in here are really looking cool. And it'll need some work, but I'm going to see where I can go with this because I'm actually starting to really like it. All right, so let's see what happens. So there you are, a girl's face. Like I said, I did the original painting, nothing. Then when I sanded it and those little flakes came through, and then I thought to myself, I really like that. I think that's a bit of fun. So I just kept pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. I added paint, I took away paint, I sanded, just really kind of experimented. And I think, you know, even to this day, I mean, I could sit down and say, okay, I'm going to do a nice drawing or a nice painting and just leave it at that. But I like to experiment, right? I'm always kind of like, oh, let's see what happens if you do this, or what happens if you do this. So I don't think that'll ever stop with me. I'll always be Mr. Experimental. But there you are. It turned out pretty cool. And I like the way I left little chunks, you know? And then the colors in behind here. So I had sanded, and then even here, right? And then little textures came up, and it really kind of beautified the whole picture, right? And yeah, look at that, like brilliant colors, right? Just coming through. I like it a lot. There you are, guys. You can see it real close, right? But there you are, just, you know, and I like the little brush strokes that are still there that, you know, kind of leave it a little bit interesting. And like I say, even on her neck where, you know, I could have covered it and said, okay, let's make it nice and even. No way. I really liked having it have little blurps in it, or whatever you want to call them. I always tend to like that kind of stuff. So there you are, all done, all finished, and I am so happy with myself. So always remember, be cool like a big bull moose, and always wear your pants.